It's 1862. In the rugged Colorado Rockies, a sudden storm descended upon John B. Stetson and his companions. With resourcefulness born of necessity, Stetson fashioned a wide-brim hat from the animal furs they had hunted for food. The first of many Stetsons, a symbol of independence and style. But even before Stetson's innovation, the Navajo artisans of the American Southwest adorned themselves with turquoise jewels and silver concho belts, honing their craft learned from Rio Grande Mexican peoples. In this landscape of the American frontier, where cultures collided, the cowboy emerged, a figure embodying resilience and independence. So, why is Western fashion making a resurgence today? I don't care much for celebrities or the red carpet. This isn't about celebrity style. It's about a widespread yearning for authenticity, simplicity, and a deeper connection with nature. This is Properly Fashioned. On we go. Alright, now that we've got the history out the way, let's get in the meat of the video. The three tenets of Western wear that I see are practicality, versatility, and true, unadulterated style. Practicality. You want to feel comfortable and you want to feel lightweight. And so Western wear is the perfect place to start because it started from a place of work in the fields, and you had to be able to move, and you had to be able to herd the cattle and all that stuff. So it started with these closer form-fitting garments. You got bootcut jeans to fit over your cowboy boots or your riding boots. You had closer cut shirts, so you'd be able to have a lot of arm motion in your shirts and your vests and your jackets. Suspenders were huge back in the 1800s, and then belts came in and were able to hold more of the workwear, and every detail has gone through time and exists today, which means it's been tweaked and it's been adjusted and it's been worked on over time so that it fits and so that it's the perfect detail, it's the perfect placement, it's the perfect reasoning behind why it exists. There's reasons for why rivets are on pockets. There's reasons for why we have belt loops. There's reasons for why we have that many belt loops and why we have suspender buttons and why we use metal denim buttons, and all these details have such a rich history behind them, but they all stood the test of time through hundreds of years. Number 2, versatility. Let's talk about the hat. So I made this hat. This is a hat I wear very consistently. It's this 100% wool heavyweight hat with horsehair and a silk satin grosgrain trim. To me, like, the hat kind of brings it that whimsy and it brings it that, like, oh shit, we got a cowboy here. That's so cringe. But yeah, you know, you could wear a lot of things with this style, and you could also dress it up and dress it down. As long as you have those browns, blacks, blues, and faded colors, you're set. Finally, it's classic. It's always in style. It stood the test of time. There are different takes on Western wear, which I find so interesting. You have like the black metal cowboys in Africa. You have the East Village girlies. You have Canadian cowboys, which I didn't even know existed. I kind of like to define my style as Western whimsical. So I have elements of Western wear, but I like to have details that are more fun, brighter colors that kind of play off of it in this modern world that we live in with a lot more saturated colors, and I think that's one way to not look like I'm stepping out of a history book. If you mix it well and you get a little bit of the history and a little bit of the traditional wear, but you pair it with a little bit of something new, that's really cool. And you get like the perfect amount of glances, not too many, but enough that like you're like, oh, people are looking, people like this. That's how you can make Western wear, where elements of Western wear fit for your wardrobe. To illustrate my point on why Western wear is always being revitalized, look at the recent designers that are coming out with collections, redesigning these design elements on garments, bags, and even for myself. What I've done in my thesis collection was make a bunch of accessories, made a story told from the perspective of a horse. So you have horsehair elements, you have Western detailing, Western craft, designed from saddles. And what we're doing essentially in all of design is taking pre-existing ideas as a base, reinterpreting the ideas, recontextualizing these with modern things, and kind of giving our new takes. It's not only me, it's not only the designers coming out right now, it's not the celebrities, but it's this whole societal shift into slowing down. And that's why I think Western style is really resonating with the people right now, because it's not about dressing. It never was about dressing. It's about the mindset and the attitude that goes within wearing these clothes. And that is something that is slower. It's something that really respects the land. And it's something that is embracing essentialism. And so I've kind of noticed this shift. I call it the green epidemic. The whole attitude of Western wear is independence and resilience. So we want to be self-sufficient. In all essence, you could wear whatever clothes you want. At the end of the day, we're all people insecure inside, dressing up as characters that we want to be to impress people we don't really like. So whatever you choose to do, as long as you feel comfortable and you could kind of step out of that whole mindset of wearing things to impress people, and you feel comfortable in your clothes, that's what matters most. If you want to slowly adopt the principles of Western style, great. If you want to slowly adopt other principles or philosophies of other things and kind of make your own type of style, that's ideal. This is Properly Fashioned, a channel that celebrates style, substance, and spirit. My name is Jeff. I'm a fashion and accessories designer here in New York City. You could buy some of my stuff now. This little lighter holster that I made. Fun pouches that you could store your things in. I'm linked down below. Subscribe if you really like this video and you want to have more fashion education videos pop up. Like and share if you want to give this to a friend. Let them see my face a little bit. It helps me out a lot. And thanks so much for the people who've stuck by. And if you really want to comment below something that you learned or just add to the discussion, you could do something like that. But I'm going to really make this really cool transition now into the end credits.